She was 16 years old. She met up with friends in the middle of the day in a public park, surrounded by people. Less than 2 hours later, she was dead. What makes this story terrifying isn't just how it ended, it's how planned it was and how close the danger really was. Brianna Ghey was 16 years old. She lived in Warrington, England. She was creative, social, active online. Like many teenagers, she shared her life through social media. Her thoughts, her struggles, her sense of identity. Brianna was also a transgender girl. And while she had friends who supported her, she also faced bullying, isolation, and cruelty both online and in real life. Still, she kept going. She kept trusting. And that trust would cost her everything. On February 11th, 2023, Brianna made plans to meet two people she considered friends, Scarlett Jenkinson and Eddie Ratcliffe. The plan was simple. Meet at Colchith Linear Park. Hang out. Talk. It was daytime. A public place. Nothing that felt dangerous. Brianna arrived at the park alone. She was seen walking, checking her phone, waiting. What she didn't know was that the people she was meeting had already planned her murder. Not a fight. Not an accident. A plan. In the days leading up to the meeting, messages were exchanged between Scarlett and Eddie. These messages weren't normal. They discussed killing, methods, curiosity about violence. Scarlett, in particular, showed a disturbing fascination with serial killers, torture, and murder, even describing violent fantasies in detail. Brianna wasn't walking into a hangout. She was walking into a trap. Inside the park, away from the main path, Brianna was attacked. She was stabbed repeatedly, in broad daylight. The attack was fast, brutal, and deliberate. When it was over, Brianna was left alone, bleeding, while her attackers walked away. She was found shortly after by a member of the public. Emergency services arrived, but it was already too late. Brianna Ghey died at the scene. Police moved quickly. Witnesses reported seeing Brianna with two teenagers. CCTV traced movements before and after the attack. Within hours, Scarlett Jenkinson and Eddie Ratcliffe were arrested. At first, there was confusion, disbelief. These were teenagers, not hardened criminals. But as police examined their phones, the truth became impossible to ignore. Investigators uncovered messages that revealed chilling intent. Discussions about killing for curiosity, references to serial killers, a desire to see what it felt like. This wasn't panic. This wasn't rage. It was premeditation. Brianna had been chosen. In court, the details shocked the UK. The jury heard how Brianna was lured to the park, how the attack was planned, how the killers showed little remorse afterward. Both defendants were found guilty of murder. Scarlett Jenkinson received a life sentence. Eddie Ratcliffe was also sentenced to life imprisonment. The judge described the killing as sadistic and said Brianna had been targeted because she was vulnerable. Brianna's death sent shockwaves across the UK and beyond. Vigils were held. Conversations exploded online about youth violence, about online radicalization, about how cruelty can hide behind familiar faces. Parents asked themselves a terrifying question. Do we really know who our children are talking to? And young people asked another. How do you tell when trust becomes danger? This story isn't about a dark alley. It's about daylight, friendship, messages on a phone. It's about how violence doesn't always look violent until it's too late. If real stories like this matter to you, stories that reveal the dangers hiding behind everyday moments, follow me. Tomorrow, another recent case, another real story, and another truth we can't afford to ignore.